Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode of Friday Night Explorer, we're gonna explore adventures again. But this time, we have some new toys. Right? With the release of Eldraine, we got some new adventure cards, namely the Virtue of Loyalty and the Horned Loch-Whale. These are very good cards for a controlled style deck where we can kind of slow down and get creature on board for blockers against mono red, and be able to bounce other people's attackers against those aggro human decks. We have the good old shell of all the other adventure cards that combos very well with Lucky Clover. And if we need some answers, we got the Fae of Wishes to get out answer cards from our sideboard. And our answer cards are Pithing Needle and Resting Peace against combo cards, combo decks, I should say, against the Abzan deck. We have a Negate against other control deck. We got a Wandering Emperor that is pretty good at win con for everything else. We have one Farewell against a very wide board. We got a Sublime Epiphany in case we want to have a lot of moats. And we got a Great Henge if we want to kind of overrun our opponent. Great Henge also works very well with the Beanstalk Giant because then all of our cards are pretty much gonna, it is gonna be free. It's not coming out. The Great Henge is going to be pretty much free when the time we can cast a Beanstalk Giant, and afterwards all of our creatures are going to get buffed. So the idea of this deck is to land Edgewall Innkeeper, land Lucky Clover, one of the two will be probably good enough, and then just use our adventure to outvalue our opponent, because all the adventure cards are actually 2 cards in 1. Alright, let's look at exactly how this deck works. So, in the early game, we got 4 Edgewall Innkeeper, that's what we want to stick. And then we have 2 Giant Killer, really is there to destroy a target creature with power 4 or greater with a chop down. But we can also use it as a 1-mana blocker if we need to against some more aggressive decks. Then we have 4 Fae of Wishes to get our Wish board. She's also pretty good as a 1-4 blocker. And we have 4 Lucky Clover to double all of our adventure casts. Then we have adventure abilities. Then we have 4 Brazen Borrower to, you know how good Brazen Borrower is. Bounce permanents, block flyers, all those things. We have 4 Bonecrusher Giant, mainly there for the 2 damage, but we can also bring it in as a 4/3 body to kill our opponents with. We have 4 Virtue of Loyalty, for that 2/2 Knight with Vigilance to fight the board, but we also get the actual Virtue for the +1/+1 on each creature we control every turn, and we can untap them so they gain pseudo Vigilance. We have 4 Horned Loch-Whale to, bounce attackers and have a really big finisher in the 6/6 Whale. And we have 4 Beanstalk Giant to kind of ramp a little bit. Now, this deck is 4 colors, every color but black. So it's a little bit harder to kind of get the mana base right. This is the old Omnath issue, right? But what I have is a bunch of basic lands, 2 plains, 2 islands, 2 mountains, and 4 forests, hopefully getting the right amount of mixture that we need. I have 1 of each of the shock lands, because that's what I have, so they're in the deck. And then 3 Ketria Triome and 1 Raugrin Triome for the, this is what, the Teamer color and then the Jeskai color, right? I would like to have, not 2 there, I would like to have 2 here. I would like to have 2 here and 2 here, but I don't have 2 Raugrin, and I'm not crafting another one, so that's why it's 3 and 1. I would recommend 2 and 2 to get that even mana base, and then 4 Fabled Passage to get the cards, to get the mana base that we need by using fetches. It's not that great, but I want to see how well it could do. And then the sideboards, I already talked about all the cards. Now, in terms of this deck performing, I do think that the biggest issue will be hitting our correct color lands. If we can, let's say that if all these lands are exactly the color that we need when we played them, I don't think this deck will have much issue because it has a lot of answers. It has removal, and it has small removal and 2 mana cost removals, 2 mana cost creatures, and then once we kind of have that cards kind of 1-to-1, we then have a card advantage on our adventure side. Alright, so that's what I think about this deck. Obviously, it doesn't have that crazy endgame combo anymore, and let's see how well they can do. Explorer is always kind of scary because it is a larger format, but every time I try to have fun, I kind of get stomped by, the super aggressive or super high-tech combo that lands on turn 1 or 2, and yeah, that's a lot of times that's what's wrong with these larger formats in Magic. But it is what it is, We got an Innkeeper, that's pretty good. We could also get our mountain if we need to. That's also pretty good. The question is, I mean, I guess we don't land Innkeeper turn 1. We're gonna Fabled Passage turn 1. So, we'll keep it. That way we can Giant. Alright, Invasion of Exelon. Pretty scary. So it's a mono green devotion deck. Get ourselves that mountain. Very scary indeed. I don't know what's happening, but probably nothing good.
Don't mind if I take my octopus for a walk?
He doesn't play anything. Do I Bonecrusher this? I guess I can.
Now I'm salty.
Funny. Alright, well, what do we do? Guess we'll adventure for an extra land. Get a green. Just so that we can play our Innkeeper. Honestly, the super fast meta decks like this, I don't know how to fight against. They have a pretty slow start. We do have that going, but once they get going, there's nothing we can do about it. I think it's the Knight's coming out. Yep.
Nature flows with you. Let's get moving.
Cavalier of Thorns, and then he's gonna get his. Did he not get his land? Oh wow, whiffed. Okay, at least he whiffed. But then there's a Cavalier of Thorns. I'm not really sure how to fight that. Right? We got the Innkeeper. We have Fae of Wishes. I don't think I land the Fae of Wishes right now, so maybe we just Bonecrusher him. That way we get to draw a card. Ah! One land short, huh? Fine. What does this even do? Oh, that's nothing. We're not bouncing the Cavalier of Thorns, so let's get that clear. Troll. Okay. Gets to draw a card. Pretty annoying there, but what can we do, right? We also get another creature. They untap that land for 2 more mana.
Ocean surges, life thrives.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna ramp. Oh, okay. Guess we'll pass. It's attacking. No block. This does mean we can get to we get to kill Kiora, which is pretty. Actually, no, we don't. Not with the belligerent out. This is awesome. The car. Look at all those ramps. My gosh. We need another white source. Bonecrusher. So, what can we do right now? We can Giant Killer, which costs 3, right? That means that we only have 3 more mana, so that we can't do anything else. We can attack. No, this is indestructible until end of turn. And then he gets to cast the Storm the Festival. We can't Fae of Wishes and do other things this turn. And if we give them a turn, they'll just overwhelm us. What do we even have in our sideboard? I was gonna Farewell, but I don't think we have enough mana. Not fast enough. So, none of these are gonna be that good, huh? Okay, so if we ramp, we can have the other land to Well, I don't really need to. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll have to do it right now. Let's get a island. Now we'll have 2 islands. And then the sorcery, gotta do it right now. Let's get our Sayonara. And we'll take a buttload of damage. Buttload. Fun. Tap ourselves out. We have a farewell, but I don't think he'll do that well against a Cura on board. And if he storms, I am screwed. He can't lock out the farewell, can he? Karn? That's more things.
I am Karn.
More planeswalkers that I can't handle. That's nice.
You will not threaten this world.
I mean, you're the one threatening this world. The Stonebrain. Oh, it has enough to name farewell. That's GG. I'm gonna quit. Too much mana. Not enough on our side. Typical, right? It's you go against the super meta games, meta decks, and you can't have fun unless you play your own super meta deck. But we do stand a chance, to be fair, if we went first instead of second. We would have been a whole turn ahead, and then that would have been a farewell that we could have stuck. Hey, we're gonna go first. Alright. Going first with okay, man. Not fantastic, but okay. We're gonna have to ping the heck out of ourselves, and this is a Mori? Goblins. Yikes. And I do mean yikes. I'm gonna pay all that life for my Clover. Ow. Alright, so I'm gonna pay another 2 life so that I can get 2 more mana. Yeah. That's prudent. These manas are important. So we'll get a... I need a red. And I need a white. We're on 5 mana on turn 3. That's how good it is when we hit the right cards. What is that? Other goblins you control gets +1/+1. So, do we want to double shoot the Hobgoblin Lord? Or do we just shoot the other things on board? Let's see. Kill this. Copy. Kill this. Stompy, stompy. Oh boy. Now we got a board here. So do we want to Whale and Virtue? I think that's pretty good, right? We get to Whale and Virtue him. I don't think he can stop that, so we're not even going to play the Stompy. It's not like he's not going to attack, so... Oh no, your Goblins have haste? That's really scary. Alright, let's activate this for an island first. Do we get an island? I think we're short on forest. Let's get a forest. We'll make... is this pumping? Yeah. We'll make that go away. We'll make this go away too. Double. I forgot it doubled. And now we're getting a huge board. Oh, you're gonna leave your little goblin with your 3 lands? Yeah, see, like I said, when we get the right Clover, Man, are we gonna overrun our opponent? So, it did what it's supposed to do. It was a little bit scary at first because if it was super aggressive and they had an answer for the Clover, we would have been an issue. And it was right to ping myself, or actually shock myself twice, just so that on turn 3 I can fetch. Very lucky that I got the fetch card. No Clover this time, so that is slightly scarier. But we have a ramp, so I'm gonna try to keep. I'm gonna Fable into a white in case I need it. Oh. Huh? I thought it was Devotion. Didn't they Iron Apprentice me? So now I don't know what's going on. And I always know what's going on. Do we block the Iron Apprentice with a Giant Killer? I don't think so. I don't know. This is not a good draw. Too many lands. Should I have mulligan so that I don't have 4 lands in hand? Not in this deck. Naya enchantments? Interesting. Do I need a red? Do I need another white? I don't think it matters, but I'm gonna get another white so I can farewell later. I'm not playing a Giant Killer because next turn is... maybe I should have played a Giant Killer. Well, I need 2 more turns, right? I can kill the Elvish Archivist if I need to. If that's all they're doing, I'm not even gonna kill that. Okay, so I have 3 for Giant Killer and 2 for Brazen Borrower. I think that's good enough. Let's see what's happening. Inventor's Fair. It's an artifact deck, right? Skrelv. For now. That's not sorcery, right? I did not misread this. Do I just bounce the Skrelv? Let's play a little bit slower. Ah! I have brazenly borrowed your stuff, and now I've also brazenly ran out of stuff. So, Inventor's Fair. I could farewell most of his board, but I also ran out of cards if I can do that. So, that's kind of the scary part, but I guess I'll land this tap first. Granted. Give me my Sayonara, so they will think twice before playing anything. Where is it? There it is. And then here's a Giant Killer. I killed giants. Oh, he's gaining so much life. This is a one-sided board wipe if I've ever seen one. Okay, it's the the +1/+1 counter deck, I guess. Ooh, the whale. Okay. He didn't play anything because he's afraid of farewell. That's exactly what I want him to do. Do I play my fairy or the Fae, or do I play my Brazen Borrower? I do need 7 mana because otherwise the Beanstalk Giant doesn't do anything. I'm not playing the Beanstalk Giant this turn, am I? Okay. What can he do in 1 turn that I need to watch out for? I guess I'll play the Fae. if he does not do anything, or does not play the Skrelv, the Giant Killer can basically tap any creature I need to. That's fine. We're not getting our card advantage cards. He is attacking with that. He wants to target creature. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to go to blockers. And I can just double block, right? I'll single block. Put it all in your weapons. I don't need more blue, but I also don't need more red. I do have mountains. Do I need more mountains? I don't think so. I don't really have red cards to play right now other than the Giant. And I already have a red mana, so... more blue. You never know if it's useful. And I'm not discarding 2 cards. These cards are amazing. Oh, we get a Bonecrusher Giant. Perfect. Okay, we can crush the Smith. Look at the top 4 card of your library. Whenever one or more artifact enter the battlefield, oh, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, so I will do that in response to him playing an artifact. No reason to go fast. He's not tapped out. So take 3. I don't think he can play an artifact at instant speed. And we have a Farewell basically holding them back from anything. Skrelv, alright. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? Did I miss a land draw last turn? Pretty sure. Oh, okay. Maybe I did miss the Fabled Passage. I thought I was gonna have 6. Ozolith. You sure about that? Maybe they forgot I have a Farewell. Alright. Jesus. It keeps doing that. So, might as well whale them right now. They can see the Farewell, right? So that's not really a choice they need to make. Just pass the block. Block the 2/4. Take the 2 damage. Go to 9. It's nothing really that we need to worry about. Double whale. Okay. It's Farewell. Probably has something scary, but we'll exile all artifacts and all graveyards. It's pretty one-sided here. And drop the land. There, now they have pretty much nothing. It's a Wormlet. There's an automaton that they probably are holding back on. Because they think it will save them. Portable Hoe. On. On my Fae. You got it. Let's Fabled Passage. I don't want to draw more lands. I don't want to draw more lands. I guess I'll draw more lands anyway, so... we'll filter out some more lands so that we don't draw more of that. And then we will attack with the card that can block. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2 for Giant Killer, 1, 2 for the Whale. So I'm not gonna play the Bonecrusher this turn. The Ozolith, pretty good. Portable Hoe. I'm gonna tap this down first. Yes, there's ward, but I could pay. Top or bottom? Make your choice. Alright, we'll attack for... Put it on top. That can't be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, we got Borrower and we have Loch-Whale, so let's just play the Bonecrusher and let our opponent make their decision. So many artifacts! Sure. As if I didn't see that coming. Oh, your Wormlet is so big. Let's see. At the beginning of a combat on your turn. So okay, he can only do it on combat. Let us bounce that. Top or bottom? Ooh, another Fae. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Entering maintenance. Alright, I have 5 mana. Let's go in for the combat first. So he bottom decked that, so he's not getting it. And I don't want to just bounce the Obelisk, so I'm gonna bounce the... I'm gonna bounce the Patchwork, so he has no haste. Alright, let's do this. You want the Grey Hench? Every creature we play will draw us a card. Okay, so it's gonna get +1/+1, but that's all it does. Where are you gonna put it? See, if you put it on the lair, I wouldn't be able to target it. Not that it matters. You want to attack for 2? He does attack for 2. Alright, well, here is Hench. Draw a card. We'll play our Fae. Wait, did it cost 2? Oh, it didn't tap my Hench, that's why. So I can't kill him this turn. We'll play our Fae. Draw another card. Lucky Clover. I don't even know if I want to play the Clover or use it as part of the Fae bounce. 6/7. I guess we'll play the Clover right now. We're at 9. He can pump the lair, but it doesn't have trample. And I have a pretty big board to block with. So, what do you got? Come on, maintenance is coming up. Morlock? I feel like I've played this guy before. But there are probably 5 million Morlocks out there. Opponent rage quit. They have like 2 cards left. Even if they can get Lair Trample, right? That would be 2 + 7, 9. So just a chump will be able to block it enough. So yeah, good old rage quit. I guess we can do an outro as we talk in case maintenance happens. I think the whole deck is fair, right? Even when we didn't get the Lucky Clover, you can see that the card advantage from every single card being 2 cards is very, very good. It's not like the old split cards. The adventure cards, every one of them is 2 cards on its own. And then they also synergize with cards like Lucky Clover, like Edgewall Innkeeper, so that now every card is like 3 or 4 cards. And that is where the actual advantage snowballs way out of control. And I really love adventures. I think it's a fun mechanic. It's not fair. I almost said fair. It's not fair. It's sometimes I feel like it's overwhelming. And really, like, if our opponent is playing on curve and we don't hit any cards, it doesn't seem that way. But you saw in a game where we do hit Lucky Clover early game and how we can out-ramp so much that burn decks can't do anything or aggro decks can't do anything. And this game, you saw that we did not hit any of the super tempo-heavy synergy cards like Edgewall Innkeeper or Lucky Clover. We were still able to win because, well, every one of our cards 2 cards. So we answer everything they have. All these early game sort of damage cards got just removed by Farewell. Where's our Farewell? Oh, it's in the graveyard. By our Farewell. So yeah, that's how we win this game. And now, I don't know if we won yet, but our opponent is definitely roping. So after we finish roping, we will win. People rage quit all the time. It's just... it's a problem. It's a problem that Arena needs to solve. I can't believe Arena hasn't solved it yet. See? It's just a rage quit. Alright. This victory screen is taking a very long time. Won't give me the satisfaction of attacking him for lethal. But does give me the satisfaction of winning. That's all I need. Alright, now we're waiting for server. It's probably because of, they're trying to go to maintenance. Alright, so if we look at the deck list one more time, I don't think I would cut anything. If there is any argument, it could be to cut the Virtue of Loyalty for more early game cards. Virtue of Loyalty is an early game too as well, but maybe cutting 1 or 2 for like a removal early game might be relevant. That's about it. I don't know. I don't know if this. If there is any better card than Lucky or Virtual Loyalty. And basically, you want to get Lucky Clover. If you get Lucky Clover on turn 2, the game is probably over. Everything else that you get to land is... every adventure that you get to land is 3 cards. That's it. 2 on the adventure side and then 1 on the creature side. Oh man, that's so much. That's what I think. I think that's what makes this deck super, super fun to play. It's got a lot of answers in the sideboard, and you know that's what I like about gameplay. And yeah, I really recommend this deck. It's not top tier in the metagame, so people don't see it coming. But once you land the Lucky Clover, they know what's happening, but they don't know exactly what you're about to do. And the Fae of Wishes just keep getting me cards. Oh, that's so fun. Alright, well, that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.